Halloween 2008 may be over and done with, but the haunting is not. At least according to some folks at a historic hotel deep in the heart of the Everglades. 4 in Your Corner's Rosemary Connors and chief photojournalist Kurt Tremper followed a group called the Florida Paranormal Research Team, investigating tales of hauntings in a tiny Hendry County town on the edge of Lake Okeechobee.
It's the simple things in life that draw people to Clewiston, Florida, a place called sweet, mostly because it's home to the country's largest producer of sugar, but also because the town has charm. In the heart of it stands the historic Clewiston Inn. Built in 1938, this hotel has accommodated all kinds of guests, from field workers for U.S. Sugar to President Herbert Hoover.
We've dedicated one of our suites to him.
Christa Hill is the general manager. After 30 years here, she knows all of the hotel's secrets, and apparently so does the staff.
I think the employees learn to work with it. The ones that are scared have left and not come back.
She believes the inn is haunted, and word of the spirits has spread. Ghost hunting crews from all over come here searching for proof. Christa tells me some of the ghostly encounters stem from room 255. A woman died of a heart attack there.
After that happened, and unfortunately we had to strip the room. There was no wires, no carpeting, nothing. It was just bare floor, bare walls. And we would experience, we had our old switchboard, and we would experience every night that there would be a call come to the switchboard.
From room 255?
From room 255.
But Christa says that's not the only haunted room.
118, over the past probably 20 years, there have been reports from guests of seeing a lady standing at the window.
Here's the picture.
Curious, Christa took a picture of the window and thinks she captured the lady on film. That's supposed to be her face. The image rattled Christa, but the experts insist she has no reason to be afraid.
The one thing I like about the Clewiston Inn is there's definitely activity, there's energy here. But the other thing I like about it is the energy is generally all positive.
To track down the energy, Ian Hicken and the Southwest Florida Paranormal Research Team are investigating. They've set up cameras, digital voice recorders, and EMF meters that pick up random electromagnetic fields thought to be paranormal activity. In this room, the crew is also working with a new computer tool called the Paranormal Puck. The puck detects changes in the environment. It uses a 1,200-word vocabulary to express those changes. For us, the word news kept popping up.
I have had that piece of equipment since the first week of August, and I've never had the word news come up yet.
Besides the puck, it was a quiet night. We had a few spikes on the EMF meter, but that was it. Until, for no reason at all, the electricity went out.
10-4. Can you repeat that, please?
Hold on. The power to the entire structure is down. We have no electric power at all to the Clewiston Inn, any of the buildings, anywhere.
Maybe this was the paranormal activity we were looking for.
Let us know you're here. I mean, you've already taken out the power in here.
No response until a few minutes later when, all of a sudden, the power came back on.
We believe that spiritual energy is energy. Electricity is energy. Therefore, they are sisters, basically, and there is a possibility that one would be able to affect the other.
After the power went out, I ran into Christa, the general manager, and asked her if she had anything to do with it, if she pulled the switch or something. She said no, she swears to it, and she also said that that's the first time anything like that's ever happened here. With the lights back on, our investigation continued into the kitchen, the dining room.
You tell me your name?
And then another guest room where paranormal activity is supposed to be high. Now we're in room 118, and if you check out the EMF meter, you can see that it's a high, steady reading. Usually when that happens, it means that it's caused by something man-made, not paranormal, like there could be some kind of power line running underneath this room. And that's exactly what we found, a strong electrical current under the room that most likely caused the high EMF reading. That kind of voltage can make you sick.
When you have a really high EMF and somebody stays in there for a long time, actually causes what is called a fear cage. It can make people's skin crawl, they can hear noises, feel paranoid, almost nauseous to the point where they actually think they are seeing something paranormal, where it's just something man-made and they can go into it and very easily explainable.
It's one possibility, but it doesn't explain everything in this hotel.
Everything I've done in my life I've always been trained that it's black and white. It is or it isn't. It's either this or that. Lately in this field, though, I've been starting to see that there's a lot of colors in the middle that I'm missing.
That may be here. In Clewiston, Rosemary Connors, Fox 4 in your corner.
Now, this is the second time Rosemary and our chief photographer, Kurt Tremper, went ghost hunting with the Florida Paranormal Research Team. Back in April, they checked out Captain Khan's restaurant on Bokeelia and Pine Island, and you can see what they found on that trip on fox4now.com.